2009 came out a film on Netflix called Splatter with Corey Feldman. It seemed to be like a choose-your-own-adventure kind of clicky thing, and we get to watch the shambles of it, starring Corey Feldman.
So, here's a riddle for all my closest friends.
He looks like the vampire Pee Wee Herman from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my god.
Enemy, you better do it yourself.
No.
The movie just started. You have one light shooting up at you. You can just stand there like that?
Hey.
So look, this is almost a level of quality that
This was like
3 was.
back to school special. No, this is worse.
You know what? You're right. Wow. A lot of distracting jokes. Is that his music?
It's gotta be his music too.
Oh my god. There is.
Why else would he say? Why is Candyman in this? This is Kern, Worf's brother from Star Trek.
Hey. He was in the remake of Night of the Living Dead.
And from Star Trek.
This is very soap opera Canadian after-school special. So he killed himself. He died in the very beginning, and now they're at his funeral?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I wish I could have stopped him.
He's a real actor. He's a real actor.
With him in his jet.
There.
The guy from Sugar Ray, they couldn't get, so they got this guy instead.
Now, why are we all here anyway? Just to stare at this damn box?
The footage of him dying, of killing himself.
And
Are those photos of him on the wall?
Yeah.
He really took time.
Why do they have that?
I'm glad they froze that,
Who put that there?
He sucked. He's over.
like the moment after. Yeah, it's still it's slow motion. They filmed it in slow mo.
The reason I have invited you all here tonight is because you're all a part of my will. And each and
You don't read the will
every
at the
one of you
funeral.
who don't leave. You'll miss all the fun.
Okay, so I guess this would be where with your remote you choose who dies, or
God, I hope so. Symbolism.
that's how I break windows. It just, is it? Ooh. Let's check our horribly outdated cell phones.
Oh, Razor.
I gave him this phone booth to celebrate his book contract. He loved nostalgia. Now, I'll call a cab. And no way out. All right. Who's coming?
I'm with you, Doc.
I'm staying. I know Johnny left me something.
I guarantee you he left me more.
Does he have to get in the booth
Besides, it's getting too twisted to leave.
to die? Because it's clearly a.
Is it a suicide booth?
There's no way he's gonna cut me out of his.
You know that guy was into that.
All right. Gotta get him out of there.
So in our mad dash to find Corey content that makes us like him more, strangely we have discovered.
Oh,
Can't even finish. Why is
are they using After Effects for this?
the lighting is After Effects? Everything else is practical.
They found a fisheye lens somewhere.
I know. I was thinking that too. I just didn't want to comment. It's like, well, good for you. Got a fisheye.
Well, at least they have a camera that can take different lenses. I figured this was on some consumer grade beta cam.
It does look like it. Taken offline. Thanks, YouTube.
Be cruel.
And then there's this.
Hi, Johnny.
Focus the camera.
How have you been?
Good.
That's not bad. It's not terrible for a tiny nothing budget film.
I didn't mean to take your song. Anyway, you always said that you liked my voice better.
His nose looks okay. But everything else about him, like they didn't do his nose well.
Couldn't breathe through it?
That's probably it.
Sing it for me.
So he cut her throat with the CD?
Yeah.
You guys can understand him?
I didn't understand any of it.
Who What does the book say?
Well, I'm not fluent, so it's a loose translation. If we want to stop Johnny...
You're semi-fluent in whatever cryptic writing that is?
That's right.
It may have seemed good, like, when they were reading the script, maybe even during the table read.
Sure, sure.
But as action and camera work, this is so stiff.
I've never lost control of my life, and I'm not about to start now.
I heard them, but I still don't understand what's happening.
I don't care enough to pay attention.
I'm just looking at, like, their hair and then, like, the bizarreness of the acting.
Off like boy bands, kids.
So Feldman's doing okay. This is actually what I wanted to see him, and I wanted to see him turn into an evil, older vampire.
Okay, yeah, we did ask for that.
Choice,
But the directing and everything else, the camera work is taking so much out of this that we're not getting what we were hoping for.
Beautiful.
He was sensitive.
Is that a real record of his? I have to know. Is that a real record?
A platinum? You think he has a platinum?
I don't know. Maybe he made it?
That's 500,000 copies.
Oh.
Or 5 million copies or whatever it is.
Loved me.
Oh, there's drugs. Rockstar vitamins.
Vitamins. And she's going to steal them. Not the pills alone. Everything.
Sweetheart, you hear my heart beating.
They're using a lot of mirror shots.
Hi, Johnny.
I mean, we wanted this, right?
No, not this. I wanted him to be a cool vampire.
Not like this.
Not a
Missed your kiss.
gross zombie guy.
Wait a minute. How many days ago did he die? Because this is a funeral, right?
This would have to be like a month or two, right? For it to be this bad.
This would be months and months of decay.
Yeah,
Or
and he
weeks,
just
I don't know.
stabs her. Like, why all the...
You ripped out my heart.
Oh, he ripped out her heart.
Rebel what?
You loved me to the tabloids.
Are you looking at us?
You never used it.
Fourth wall break.
Who's next? Something worthy of my esteem. Go to the cabinet.
My gloves.
My half gloves. That never go on quite right, regardless of what kind of gloves they are.
My finger gloves. He still does the angel stuff and all that, like even in this.
Right.
The halo.
Second best. No more.
Who's angelic to the core?
Whose stuff is this? Those are triple
gold.
in a non-official, just printed out on paper thing.
That's not how you put on a good collar.
Even I know that.
He would never put it on that way.
Hey, it's cool, man.
That's not how you use those buttons.
This is gonna be the Marty McFly thing where he blows his brains out on it.
That's pretty cool.
Is this what our audience feels like, or
This is exactly how they feel. And they love it.
1,000 of you?
You're solo, dude. You're next.
But it must have been really depressing for the crew.
Right.
Let's just see how much time is left.
There's an eagle.
Thank God. There's 7 minutes left. We've only been watching 23 minutes.
We need a lot of B-roll. Shoot that eagle for a couple minutes. They get a lion
Shoot
shot.
any of this.
Regardless of whether you work on a good movie or a bad movie, it's the same amount of work.
Yep. This is no different from, like, whoa. I was going to say The Room,
Right.
Troll 2, this, they all worked just as hard.
Leprechaun 4.
Leprechaun, in the hood and in space.
I kind of want to watch the in space one. Comment below if you want to see Leprechaun 5.
Whatever that
In space.
Oh, what?
We missed something.
It's all got to...
Why did he do that? Oh my God.
Brilliant. He has to take pieces of them?
Yeah, he has to take a hand, an eye, and ear. That's what they were talking about. From
Nose?
Yeah. He's going to take that guy's ear off.
Is that the
That's
best
not
way
how
to do
you
that?
cut off an ear.
Seems kind of... All right.
How do you know how to cut off an ear? Because I know how to cut off an ear.
It's 5,000 subscribers. Kyle cuts off his ear.
5,000 subscribers. Chris goes to prison for tax fraud.
Verbal agreement.
Chris gets a tattooed on his forehead at 10,000 subs.
He jumped on him like a little kid would jump on a father.
Yeah. So this was a viewer request. Somebody commented Splatter to us.
They did.
And this is us watching it.
Yeah. So I'm going to get that logo thing of you that's viewers choice. What a world. Okay, what about this? What if this film was about an undead Corey Rockerfield guy, but he was meta and understood how out of touch he was, and his manager and he were trying to make themselves look good on social media and stuff, but still accidentally and sometimes not accidentally kill people?
That'd be a better film.
Yeah.
Are all of them coming back to life?
I needed a bass player.
You're right.
5% commission.
See what I mean? Like, that could have been the majority of the film, is them arguing over...
It's definitely Corey Feldman's music.
I knew it.
Nailed it.
All right, that was Splatter. If you see anything else, like, you know what? No.
Well, we got Stand By Me and the Goonies. Those are going to get copyright strikes, right?
Yeah.
So let's just keep watching garbage.
That no one cares about. Except you. Except you. So there is a film from 2009 or 8, I don't know.
Start over.
Okay.
I meant that I was scratching when you started.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my intro. I was like,
No, that was also bad.
all right. So